Hey folks, it's Andy from the Timeless Travel Club, and today we are going to go on a drive down Culture Road. It's been a while. I've been talking about this quinceañera in Acapulco, and we're about there. In fact, I'm leaving day after tomorrow to attend, finally, this quinceañera of my godchild, Ashley. But today, this video is going to be all about quinceañeras. If you ever spend a couple days, a week, or whatever in Mexico, you're bound to see a young lady all dressed up, getting ready for her photo shoot for her quinceañera or the quinceañera itself. I've seen several of them. I've seen photo shoots in many cities, such as Guanajuato, Mexico City, and San Luis Potosí. So a quinceañera, you may or may not know, is when a young woman turns 15 years old. Most people call it a quinceañera. Some people just call it a quince. Some people just call it a cumpleaños, depending on, where they're from. But my first, the first one that I attended in Aguascalientes, the state of Aguascalientes, just had my iPhone, an older iPhone, so I wish I had a better camera because I would have captured it a lot more. And ironically, the family and the young lady who turned 15 weren't even from Calvillo, but they're from the United States and went back to Mexico to host or to have their daughter's quinceañera. So that was a huge indicator of how much they want to keep their culture intact. And I was hooked. What a show these people put on. They spend gobs of money for this huge production. This entire night is all about the princess. And while mom, aunts, and all the female family members really put this together, it's the dad who gets to play a major role with his princess, since he is, in essence, losing his baby girl. The night could be very sentimental. Hopefully there's plenty of tissues at your table. For me, unfortunately, I happen to have had a case of allergies that day. But don't let any of this fool you. There is a major party to be had. If you don't have a good time at a quinceañera, you better check your pulse. I tell you what, I'm from a Hispanic family, a Mexican family. My sisters never had a quinceañera. None of my cousins, none of my aunts had quinceañeras. So for us, the custom left us at the border when my grandfather crossed over back in the early 1900s. Photo shoots are a big thing for the young girls and their quinceañeras. The last time I was in Acapulco at my pool at Fiesta Americana, they hosted this photo shoot.
Disco.
It just so happened I had some of my video equipment, and mom and dad, who are always somewhere close by, told me, get in there, get in there. Apparently their daughter is an aspiring model.
Disco.
And it shows she was comfortable with the camera. I recently watched a video on YouTube from one of my favorite Mexico travelers, Joss and Janik, or Janik and Joss. I'm not sure what the order is there. But she explained and showed videos of her quinceañera, which was, I don't know, many years back now. And I was shocked by the reception that they had because she stated that she hardly knew anybody there. They actually gave tickets, like 10 tickets to each person to give out, and you bring all your friends. Because when you're 15, you're not allowed to enter bars or clubs. So this is the 15-year-old version of your big night out in a club, so to speak. So yeah, that was quite interesting. The second quinceañera that I attended in Chicago, it was quite different. It still had the Mexican culture weave through it, but there were no thatch roofs to be seen. This was a first-class, high-class production, and I was blown away. So today I'm going to show and share with you some of the things that goes into a quinceañera. I actually interviewed Abigail, who is my third cousin twice removed in Chicago. She did a great job in explaining what a quinceañera is all about.
A quinceañera, the first way to explain it, like the simple way, it's like a sweet 16, but like for 15-year-olds, and it's for like the Mexican culture. The main event for the quinceañera, so there's a daddy-daughter dance, the brindis dance, which is the toast, and then a dance with her chambelanes, and then a surprise dance. My sister Alexis had her quinceañera. I was obviously thinking about how I wanted mine, but once I found out what a quinceañera was, and the first time I went to one, I was already imagining how I wanted mine. What I think about my parents doing this for me is I'm very grateful for them. I'm very grateful that they are letting me have a quinceañera, because most people say that, no, you're not gonna have a quinceañera, and like, no, it's too expensive, and like, just, oh, we'll like go on a trip instead. But having a quinceañera is a once in a lifetime thing to do, because you're only gonna turn 15 once. You're never gonna like have a party like this like, ever again, unless like you're rich and like you have parties all the time. I'm very grateful that they're doing this and they're paying, and that they care so much. I am feeling a little nervous, but that's just for the dancing part. But I think I'll do fine. All my friends are helping me and telling me I'll do fine, I'll do great. And my parents tell me just to enjoy the day, and once it comes to it, just try your best. Well, I saw my godmother. She came here from Mexico to see me, and I'm very grateful for that. And all the people who traveled from California and Mexico to come and see me, I'm very grateful for that. My grandma, on my dad's side, she's like the godmother of the dress, so I think she'll like be interested in the dress a lot. But my grandma on my mom's side, I think she'd be surprised and like, I guess proud of me. A quinceañera, it's like transitioning from childhood to adulthood. Like you're not a child anymore, so you have to be more mature now. Can you get the back of it?
Am I doing it right?
Your socks, everybody. The look on a father's face says it all before the day begins. Of course, Abigail had to get the blessing from the Catholic Church before heading for yet another photo shoot. And as the people gather at the reception, it's all about Abigail. Then comes the toast, and in come the mariachis. The last muñeca, or the last doll, was symbolic because it represents Abigail's letting go of her childhood, which is followed by the placing of the tiara and Dad changing from her sneakers to her symbolic high-heeled shoes. And then, more dancing, more mariachis. I was completely surprised by the quality of the dancers, the baile folklórico, that entertained us for quite some time, and these people were talented. Then came Abigail's surprise dance, which she was most nervous about before the day started. So if you ever get the opportunity, if anybody hints of an invite to you to attend one of these quinceañeras, jump to it. Grab onto that tiger and ride it, because it is quite a ride and you will not regret it. And at this moment, I am inviting you all to my goddaughter Ashley's quinceañera, coming soon in the next video.